Got Dr. Pete Sulack with me again today. Dr. Pete, thank you so much for being with me.
Hey, Dave, it's great to be with you today.
Yeah, we talked just recently about your book, Unhealthy Anonymous, that's the name of it, and kind
Yes,
of
sir.
the underlying principle behind your book. Why don't you share it with us?
Well, the biggest thing is after seeing 1 million patients over the last 13 years, we asked ourselves a question, what's the underlying culprit? And it's stress. Stress is the greatest culprit that's affecting our health and happiness, but we've misidentified stress as the true culprit. So we treat the effects of stress like high blood pressure, heart disease, cholesterol issues, weight issues, sleep issues as the culprit, but the reality is all of those are the result of stress. Stress is the culprit. And so Unhealthy Anonymous is really the 12 steps to increasing the resiliency of the body to deal with this great threat, which is stress.
Our body really is an amazing organism, isn't it? It will deal with a lot of those things if we take away the root cause, which you're saying is stress.
Yeah, and it has been misidentified, and it's like going to war and having a spy in our camp. We know his name, we're with him every day, but we've never identified him as a true culprit. And until we identify him as a true culprit, we won't get the victory. I like to tell people it's like if I go to a zoo and a tiger gets out, I'm going to run for my life, male or female, young or old. We're going to literally take off. But instantly my body goes into a stress response. My heart rate goes up, my blood pressure goes up, my digestive system shuts off, and my immune system shuts off. It's a protective mechanism, but none of us would consider the effects of stress of running away from a tiger to be abnormal. They're in fact normal. But if we continue to consider the effects of stress as abnormal, we'll never get the victory. What is abnormal is that the body lost its ability to adapt and recover from stress. So let's go after the root cause. Let's deal with the stress. Let's increase resiliency to deal with stress, which is the culprit. And all of a sudden, all these health issues begin to take care of themselves. And after seeing 1 million patients from around the world, we really realize that stress is the culprit. Let's deal with that, and then all these results begin to come as a result of it.
Yeah, using your tiger example, if a tiger gets loose and you run away, yes, there's that spike in stress temporarily, but then you have a chance for your body to recover from that. With our modern culture, our bodies never have a chance to recover from that stress.
They really don't. We have a very unbalanced life, an unequally yoked life, and so we're burning the candle at both ends, and as a result, literally our body's not able to recover. It's when the body is not able to recover, that's when the health issues come. That's when chronic illness comes. That's when inflammatory responses spike in the body. When you look at cancer, heart disease, it's proven to be a stress response. Even Dr. Eli Jones, who wrote a book called Cancer in 1909. He's even thought of today as one of the most brilliant minds ever in the medical field. He said the number one culprit with cancer is stress. So if we increase the body's resiliency to adapt to and recover from stress, literally the things like cancer and heart disease begin to fall by the wayside.
Well, there's no way we can go through all 12 steps that are in your book, and that's why I recommend people pick up a copy. And we'll have a banner ad in the newsletter where people can do that. But could you just talk to me about one of those steps? You mentioned the word balance a few minutes ago. And balance in our lives is really a key to overcoming stress, is it not?
It is. Balance is something we like to say, even the Bible talks about that there's a rest for the people of God. Well, my body adapts physiologically and then it needs to recover. So I need to be able to provide margins in my life. We live marginless lives. Most of us, our kids live marginless lives. They're going, and there's no time to recover. When it comes to our body, if there's no time to recover, that's where sickness starts. When there's no time to recover in my relationships, that's when I ruin my relationships. I ruin my finances. When I don't have boundaries, when I don't have margins in my finances, in my time, in my relationships, in my health, that's where problems come in. And so I talk about an Unhealthy Anonymous, providing margins for the areas in our life. And that's really having balance. It's allowing people that are strong where I'm weak to come and be a part of my life so I don't have to become all things to all people, so to speak.
Can you give us just one simple tip how we can gain that margin in our life today? What can we put into practice that'll help us find that balance?
And I think one of the easiest things is just to if possible, get to bed before midnight. It's proven that every hour of sleep before midnight is equivalent to 3 hours after midnight. And so just getting some proper rest at night will do just a number on allowing the body to come back to the place of homeostasis and rest. And when the body's at homeostasis, the body heals itself.
So get to bed before midnight. I think you have said previously that 10 p.m. is kind of the point at which our bodies peak in melatonin production. Is that right?
Absolutely. 10 p.m. is a good time, and melatonin, the pineal gland releases melatonin, allows us to sleep, allows the body to recover, allows the body to heal itself and restore itself. And it's necessary for all of us. And just simple tips like that, or even hydrating yourself with just a little bit of water. If you weigh 200 pounds, for instance, drinking half your body's weight in ounces of water a day, so 100 ounces of water a day for someone that weighs 200 pounds, will rehydrate the body, allow the body to come back to balance itself and really begin to heal itself.
Just such simple things, kind of very intuitive things, and yet we don't practice them. So, Dr. Pete, thanks for those great reminders today. Thank you for being with me.
Absolutely. It's always an honor, Dave.